Stephanie Uncensored. So it is Wednesday, and that means it is Top 5 Wednesday. And Top 5 Wednesday is a group that was created by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, and it's a Goodreads group, and I will link all that information down below in the description. And this week's topic is top 5 fandoms. Well, I wasn't going to do this topic because I was like, okay, what exactly are fandoms, and what am I going to, talk about? So luckily, since this group is such a large group of people, lots of people have already posted their fandoms, and I was able to sort of get an idea of what I needed to pick, or what groupings and things like that I needed to pick from. So for fandoms, you can pick books or movies or TV or anything, really. It's a pretty big group. So before I started reading, I was all about television. So all of my fandoms are all about television, because I was a television junkie, and I pretty much still am, for the most part. But all of my shows happen, 4 out of the 5 happen to be on Thursday. So if you're in America, that sort of narrows it down to know exactly what shows are going to be on my top 5. So without further ado, let's get it started. And my number 5 fandom is Once Upon a Time. And who would not love realistic live action retellings of all those Disney stories out there with such crazy twists? I mean, it started off 5 seasons ago now, with Snow White and Prince Charming, and then you have this evil queen that just out of nowhere happens to be the sister, and you're just like, or the evil queen turns out not to be the stepmother. It's like all kinds of craziness, and the daughter ends up getting out of, the forest and grows up, and then she comes back to be the savior, and there's so many twists and so many turns, and pretty much every single Disney character you can think of is being brought back, and every season has someone new, and it's so great. And I just love all the little changes that they've made to all of the different stories, and it just keeps you right on the edge of your seat to know, or to try and figure out what they're going to do next. So that is my number 5 fandom. Number 4 is going to be Bones, and for me, that's a Thursday night show, and it actually gets DVR'd in my house because my top 3 shows, are shows that come on back to back to back, and I watch those shows, and Bones gets taped. So I end up watching Bones after I watch my other 3 shows. Whew, I'm yawning, sorry. So Bones, murder, mystery, FBI agent, forensic anthropologist. I didn't even really start watching the show because of Bones. I started watching because of Booth, and I'm like totally into law enforcement. So my husband and I were sitting around before the winter break, and thinking about how most of the shows we watch are all law enforcement based, or they revolve around the FBI or medical dramas or the military. So it's really funny that Booth, he is FBI and he has a military background, and it's just freaking awesome. And then on top of that, Kathy Reich has so many books out there, and I at one point was gonna start reading the books, but then I heard that a lot of the books in the beginning they sort of ran together, but now the show is completely different than what the books are, and I don't want to spoil that at all. And I'm sort of hesitant on reading the books that the show is based off of. So at this point in time, I'm just going to stick with the show. So on to number three, and that is How to Get Away with Murder. So twisted and so good. Oh my goodness. So by knowing my number three fandom, you can probably guess what my number 2 and my number 1 shows are going to be, because they are all on Thursday night, and in my house it is TGIT all the way. It is quiet. It is do not talk to mommy, do not talk to Stephanie night in my house. Thursday night is do not talk, because I am all about the television. All about it. So on to number 2, and that is Scandal. Fitz. Olivia. Go live, go Fitz. Go Papa Pope, go Millie, go baby Huck and Jake and Gladiators. Yes. And then my number 1 fandom, number 1 through it all, Grey's Anatomy. How to Save a Life. Yes. No words. Nothing else needs to say but Grey's Anatomy. Meredith and Derek. I cried for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, people. When Shonda killed off Derek. 2 weeks. Cried like a baby. That was me. That was me. All over. So, that is my top 5 fandom television shows. And if you like those shows, let me know about it. If you have shows that you think I should watch and, want to suggest them to me, please do. If you like those shows, comment in the comments below. But take it easy, and we'll see you guys when we see you. Thanks for watching. Bye.